Today we are going to practice something called 10-frame math. We will be using a 10 frame to help us count. We know that there's many things that we count each and every day. For example, we might count how many people are in our family, how many pets we have, how many pencils we have in our desk, or even how many M&Ms we eat. In first grade, we've learned a lot of different ways to count these objects. We've learned that you can count the actual objects, 1, 2, 3, or you could use your fingers. We've also learned that you can use the number line or the number chart, and we've learned that we can draw a picture to help solve these problems. Well, today we're going to learn a new way to count. This is called a 10 frame. It has 10 blocks, 5 on top and 5 on the bottom. Let's go ahead and practice counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 blocks. Well, 10 frames come in handy in many ways. This year we're going to use the 10 frames to keep track of counting. We're also going to look for number patterns. We will use the 10 frame to add and subtract numbers to 10, and we're going to use it to help us understand something called place value. For this lesson, we're just going to be looking at using it to keep track of counting, and we might look for some patterns that we see in the numbers. So here's the number chart called a 10 frame. If we had one of these at our desks, we'd be using chips, and if we counted, it would look a little like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this frame is full. It has all 10 blocks filled with 10 chips. If I ever see a 10 frame that is completely full, I don't even have to count each number. I automatically know that that has 10 chips. Now this frame is half full, and I know that it automatically has 5. When one full row is filled in, I know that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chips. Again, one full row in a 10 frame means that there's 5 chips. Now this 10 frame has 4 chips. I know in my mind that if one row is filled up, that would be 5 chips. But if I see that one spot does not have a chip in it, I would know that there's 4. I think in my mind 5 minus the one empty space would give me 4. I can automatically look at this 10 frame and know that there are 4 chips. This 10 frame has 7 chips in it. One way I know this is because one row is full. I know that when one row is full, it's 5, and I add the other 2 chips, 6, 7. I know that it's 7 chips. I think to myself, 5 plus 2 more equals 7. Another way I know that this is 7 is because I see that there are 3 spaces that are missing. 1, 2, 3. So I know that there must be 7 chips on the chart because I know that 10 minus 3 empty spots will equal 7 chips. Or another way to think about that is 3 empty spots plus 7 chips on the board would equal 10. This 10 frame has 9 chips. I know this without even counting because there's only one block that's missing. If there could be 10 chips on a 10 frame and only one of them is missing, I know that that's 9. I think in my mind, 1 empty spot plus 9 chips on the board would equal 10. Or another way to think about this is 10 minus the one empty spot would equal 9. Now that we've practiced a few examples, I want you to try on your own. I want you to use your iPad to go to the Delano website and find our student links. Remember, you're going to go to the section that says Elementary School and find where the first grade links are. Clicking on that first grade link, you will go down to find my name, Mrs. Kurth, and there under my page you will find student links. Under the student links, you will find math games, and you will find what's called 10 Friends. When you click on it, it will look something like this. I would like you to try the first game called How Many. They are going to ask you how many chips are in the 10 frame. Be careful, they might ask you how many empty spaces there are. You are going to count how many chips there are, and then using the numbers down here, you will mark down how many chips there are. When you have passed that game level, you can go on to game number 2. This one's called Build. Instead of counting how many chips they give you, they will tell you how many chips to put in the 10 frame. Again, after you finish that game, you can move on to game number 3, which is called Fill. In this game, they are going to ask you how many more chips you would need to fill the 10 frame. Now have fun doing this, and remember, do your best.